Hello everybody, it's me Roscoe and welcome to the latest instalment of Game Day, and we're back at Portman Road after the most recent international break, which as standard was very boring. I broke up a little bit though as I went to Dubrovnik in Croatia, which was very nice indeed, but like everybody else I'm very happy that football is back. Club football obviously in England and stuff, but I'm not fussed about that. But yeah, Town take on Everton today. A tough game for Kieran McKenna's side. Of course, go into this one off the back of that 4-1 defeat at West Ham, which was a disappointing day in London. Everton go into this one unbeaten in the last three. They had a disappointing start to the season, giving away 2-goal leads and all that, but Sean Dyche's side are looking a bit better than they have been. A lot of people are saying this is a must-win game. I'm not going to chuck that phrase out just yet, but today is a big one. Can Town get the first 3 points of the season? We shall wait and see. Normal stickers ever, media scran, team news, and the thoughts from the Cowie Army. Let's get right into it. Hope you enjoy. Let's do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now in the press conference room, and at standard, we're going to got the media scran for today, which is looking very tasty indeed. Boom, there it is. It's a beef stew and dumplings, which is looking very tasty. Patrick, as you all know, the man in the food centre, said this is 11 out of 10, so I'm going to take his word for it. Let's see if it is going to be top notch. Get it in the belly, let's do this. Okay then, food very much in the belly, and I've catched up with good old AJ. Food in your belly?
Yes, it is.
And mate, that could be potentially, for me anyway, I don't know about you, that could be probably the best so far this season.
It was nice. I want a bit more mash.
Yeah?
But it was nice, it was good, I liked it.
What did you not go for? What did you...
I had everything.
I had everything as well.
Yeah.
You just got more mash?
No, I didn't have enough mash. I
Oh
wanted
yeah,
more mash.
yeah,
that
that's
was
nice
it.
mash.
That was it. It was nice mash.
Honey mustard, I think that's what they called it.
Yeah,
which was nice.
but it was good. I like that. And the biggest thing for me, I had a really terrible dumpling kind of thing when we went to Man City. It was awful. It was rock hard. It was salty. It was just, I thought someone was trying to off me based on that. And this was really nice. I really like the one here. So I'm happy with that. Well done, Ipswich Town.
Yeah, very good indeed. It's going to be hard to top that, I think. Team news is going to be dropping very shortly. We've just seen the Everton team sort of walk off their coach. We're just trying to see if they've got missing players.
We have like the windows, not really the ones behind us, it's in the other room. We're just literally peeking through the little gap and looking down.
Voyeurs.
Okay, fantastic. Carry on. I'm just trying to spot Jared Branthwaite more than anything. Interesting to see if he starts or is involved for Everton, because he's one of those doubts. But yeah, and then there's lots to have a look at with the Town team. A few that we know that are ruled out, and Kieran McKenna's mentioned some late checks. Daro shows one of them, and there's going to be a few more. So let's see how they get on.
Yes, let's see the team news, and I've got some fruit, so I'm going to get that in my belly before that drops. Let's go. Okay, and team news has just dropped, and I've just bumped into good old Stuart Watson. Is it the derby? Stuart Watson derby today?
Stretching it a little bit, but yeah, boyhood Evertonian. I'll own up to it now.
Yeah, it's nice though. You've been waiting for this for so long, my friend, and it's finally here. But we've got some big talking points in the team news, my friends. You spoke to Kieran McKenna press conference. You didn't mention about Jacob Greaves, but he's out.
He is, yeah. Understandably, keeping his cards close to his chest with a big absence like this, and it will be a big absence. I think Jacob Greaves has been one of the best summer signings so far, and he's out. Kept that one quiet at the press conference yesterday, not in the squad at all, so we can only assume that's an injury. We'll find out a bit more post-match on that one. The other player to drop out of the team and the squad completely is Ben Johnson. Now, whether that is an injury or whether that's through choice, he obviously had a difficult afternoon back at West Ham, but he's out as well. And what that means is we've got the promotion-winning, the back-to-back promotion-winning centre-half duo of Wolfie and Cam Burgess reunited for the first time. Cameron Burgess looked way out of the picture not so long ago, so it just shows you how quickly things can change. He's fresh from Australia duty, where he scored an own goal for them. I think he played in the early hours of Tuesday morning, so we'll see how that affects him. But a pairing that know each other well. It will mean Dara O'Shea moves to right back. It's a position he's played before in the past. It's a position he played last weekend for the Republic of Ireland, so we'll see how that new look back four fares against Everton today.
Indeed, my friend. Yeah, Burgess' Premier League debut, Luke Wolfland's 200th Town appearance today, which is a great milestone for him. You've gone for a draw, haven't you, my friend? Are you still sticking with that?
I think so, yeah. I mean, look, before the West Ham game, there was a lot of positivity, and understandably so, because I think there have been so many encouraging signs from the way Ipswich has started this season, and you're looking at West Ham had got off to a sticky start, but maybe there was a little bit of underestimating of the quality in West Ham's team, and And I hope that won't be the case today, because I look through that Everton squad and you've got England's number one in goal, Jordan Pickford, bags of Premier League experience with Keane, Tarkowski, Calvert-Lewin, Ashley Young, players like that. Sean Dyche sides are difficult to beat. Only two teams, I think Arsenal and Liverpool, have kept more clean sheets than Everton since the start of last season. And yeah, I know they've circled the drain for the last 3 years and they got off to a nightmare start this season, but it just feels like maybe with the takeover news, unbeaten in 3 going into this one, that they might be turning a corner a little bit. So all in all, I've plumped for a draw. Look, Ipswich have been really good here at Portman Road, and we hope the crowd plays a part today. I think one thing I would say is I think Ipswich's bench looks stronger. Everton have got 2 keepers on the bench, two fairly young, untested kids on the bench there as well. And Ipswich, meanwhile, have got Broadhead back for the first time in the squad this season, which is good to see. Hirsch, Smodic, Bene, Taylor, Chaplin, all attacking options to bring on. So if Ipswich can be in this game, come the final 20 minutes or so, you would hope that maybe subs can play a difference today.
We shall see, my friend. Well, you go upstairs, do your type types. I'll be doing my snappy snaps pitch side. Let's see how time get on. Let's go. A full time here at Portman Road. Ipswich Town have lost again, 2-0 against Everton, and I had to be joined by a great trio.
Thank you.
Trio.
Churros in Cornwall, isn't it, boy?
Is, yeah.
Is that a chocolate bar?
Yeah,
It is a chocolate.
chocolate biscuit and honey taste too.
Make us sound older than we're already old.
But yeah, I'm joined by good old Bono, Ben Diaf, and nasty boy John Watson. Inside joke.
Shouldn't be laughing after today.
No, we shouldn't. Where do we start, boys? A disappointing game. When we went 2-0 down, I went, Everton have got, they've been here before. The teams have come back and won, but not today. Ben, start for you.
Just incredibly disappointed, Ross. I think obviously the whole fan base will be disappointed from being in the stands and watching the game. You're looking for flickers of hope and maybe we can get back into this. Maybe 2-0 down, you get a goal back. 2-0 can be a lead that can suddenly, it doesn't look so good as it was 5 minutes ago, kind of thing.
It's a dangerous scoreline, isn't it, Ben?
Dangerous
Dangerous,
scoreline,
very
but
dangerous.
no, we were so way off it. I have nothing positive to. I'm always positive. I have nothing positive to talk about today. It's demoralising, actually. We have been fantastic in other weeks. We have looked like we could be a Premier League side. We could look like we could survive in this league, but today was. Look, if we end up being relegated, it will be the first nail in the coffin. If it's today, it will be the first nail in the coffin. We lacked ideas. We lacked emphasis going forward. We lacked aggression at the back. In previous games, we picked up 4 or 5 bookings, and yes, that isn't ideal, but at least we looked like we wanted the game. Today, we didn't pick up a booking until I think the 89th minute, 93rd minute under
Jack Taylor. By the way.
And I'm not asking Sam Morsey to pick up a booking within 20 minutes every week, but we were just way off it, and obviously the manager has to take responsibility for that. It's the first time ever we're looking at McKenna to seize something and change the game. I'm forlorn a little bit after that, Ross. I wish I was on today and we could be more positive, but I'm struggling.
Yeah, I'm just going to double check. Yeah, it has been recording. The whole time Ben was speaking, I was like, please say it's been recording. It has been. Bono, John, who wants to take it next? As I said, not many positives today. John, you're normally the positive man here, but... Ooh.
It's hard to be really upbeat after that because we didn't play well. I thought a few of our players... I said before the game we need to have 7 or 8, 9 of our players at 7, 8 and 9s out of 10. And we didn't have many at it today. Muric did really well, let's be fair. Burgess grew into the game. It's hard to come
from his debut.
Yeah, absolutely. But he grew into the game. I thought Leif Davis did steady all game. But listen, we can't. It was much like West Ham. We gave away 2 soft goals against a side who aren't that good, but they absolutely were on top for the entire game. They didn't have to lay a glove on us because we gave them the 2 goals. So we just weren't anywhere near it today, to be fair. We have to just soak that one up and go, we don't want that to happen again. The only glimmer of hope is you see Southampton throw away 2-0.
Hey.
They've got to beat 3-2 after being 2-0.
3-2.
What's Russell Martin going to say to that?
He's going to be crying his Just for Men beard, and that's what
He's going to go home. I don't actually care. I'm going home to Lucy Pender, so things could be worse.
To be fair, I'm looking for positives in the game. Southampton are still rock bottom, and that's a positive. We need to be better. I thought Schmonik's worked hard when he came on. Jack Taylor worked hard. I thought Omari made a much bigger difference than Pearl Wes, who had
Do
a
you reckon he
stinker.
would have scored that penalty, by the way, boys? If that penalty did happen, do you think he would have scored it?
Yes, of course we scored the
Yeah,
penalty,
we've
Ross.
done.
What's wrong with you? That's a loaded question.
I'm just.
God, you and the media, I'm sick of it. What about you, Bono? What do you think?
Yeah, what did you think?
Today was a learning curve.
So
for
by the
sure.
camera's not happy about that quote.
I mean, yeah, I think a lot of what I've wanted to say has already been said by my learned friends here. But yeah, the impetus and
Good word.
we were. Thank you. We were just missing something today, and
Goals.
what? Yeah, goals. What
performance.
yeah. What worries? Oh, come on. What worries me is we're running out of quote unquote. Oh, nice little bottle of wine there, madam.
Thank you.
What for?
We work here.
Oh, there you go. I hope she's declared that gratuity. We were just missing something today. A bit of impetus. It's like we were so like you. I heard you shout it in the stand there from the SBRU. Like
Away, man! Get stuck in, man! Probably.
Jordan Pickford in your T-Rex arms, man. Come on. Just the transitions were really slow, and that really frustrates me because I know that's not the way we're coached, and it was just so frustrating. We got this though. Come on, believe, fight and win.
We let them get set every time. We were so pedestrian from the back. It was almost like a habit that we just slowed it down. And they were all going, slow it down. No, don't slow it down. Because Everton just cut their banks of 4, get set. And it was harder than to break it down. We need to be faster on the transitions and hit them teams on the break.
Look, guys, I think we should just finish with, like Cher once said, if you believe in love, after love, we've had love, and I believe in love. So maybe after love, we might be okay. So let's rule out today
we just got to win
and
a game,
move on
mate.
to next week.
Yeah.
We've got to win a
Just
game
got
of
to win a
football.
game.
So I believe
go.
in love after love, and next week against Brentford
Let's just-
away will be the 3 points. So let's be positive.
Let's just
even
show
though
some
today was
fighting
dreadful.
spirit and go on to the next game. And let's get something from it.
On to the next one.
In love after love. Yep.
Next up, I'm joined by good old Peachy, my friend. You normally find positives out of everything, but today, my friend, disappointing.
You can't polish a turd today, I'm
No.
afraid. No, it was very, very, very disappointing. It really was. Just from the word go, we just didn't seem up for it. Well, not that's wrong. We just didn't seem at it. Is that
Yeah.
the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for?
that's
And that's now 2 poor performances in a row. After the Villa game, we thought, brilliant,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can really match these teams. But it's just, right, I'm not a professional footballer. I never will be. But they're basic errors we're making at the back end. It's getting really frustrating. I don't mind if they ping in a 30-yarder or like volley or this or that. They're just basic stuff, and it's like that's what's going to relegate us. I still think we'll stay up. I'm still positive, but like after today, that's a massive wake-up call. And I think, unfortunately, in my opinion, there was quite a few passengers today. As Mr. Watson said, you needed like a lot of 8 out of 9 out of 10 today. We had a lot of passengers, and you can't have that. And there's not enough work off the ball. Sometimes I found. I mean, I felt a bit sorry for Wes because obviously Daro Shea was playing right back, and he's not that marauding right back that Tuanzebe is or Clark is. So he's literally trying to do it all on his own. But again, as well, Jack Clark, he got to at least hit the target, that first chance. That changes the game if that goes in. On the penalty, at the time I thought it was a penalty. I've seen the replay back, and if that's given against us, I'm raging. I'm like, no.
Actually, I haven't seen it back, actually.
It was our
Basically,
first-
he kicked somebody, just kicked
I saw on the
player.
screen, it's a taste of VAR and how badly, well, it's not badly run, but like, well, we didn't know what was going on. It was like, well, obviously checking it, but I don't know, I'm just miserable. But we've got to remember where we've come from, haven't we? Then by the end of that game, that was the League One back four.
Yeah.
And that's not criticism of them, but I say it's been such a big jump, and like the jump from League One to the Championship is average. Championship Premier League is just.
Oh, it's a different level, mate.
It is absolutely like, and it's not dig at them. They didn't have to get a second gear today.
They didn't.
But also, I know he took a lot of stick, Muric. Some brilliant saves today.
Yeah,
I
he
thought,
And a few one-on-ones, didn't
Yep. I mean, Calvin Phillips literally gifted Calvert-Lewin the ball, didn't he? And luckily Muric dug him out. But it's just like I say, it's just we can't keep making these basic errors. If we keep making it, that's what's going to happen. But still, up a toe.
Oh man, joined by good old George Mann. My friend, thoughts on that?
Disappointing. Yes. if one word to sum it up, really. From the highs of Villa when I was last on here to the lows of Everton, that was poor. We did the basics all wrong, and we were just poor from the get-go, really. We just lacked a bit of effort. We had that really good chance in the first few minutes, and then Jack Clark decided to blaze it to somewhere else. If you're going to have that chance, just at least get on target, please. And then we just made some really costly mistakes at the back, which is something that we can't afford to do in this league.
Can't, they get punished.
You know, in the Championship we could probably get away with it now. We can't. That first goal, just hoof it. Just hoof it. I don't care if it goes into the Everton, where the Everton fans are. Just hoof it away. But no, Ndiaye is a clinical player, and he scored that. And then that second goal, I was just...
It's Michael Keane. He's a defender. Yeah, and he's got a striker finish.
Michael Keane at the near post, Murch's strong side, and it still went in.
Yeah.
And I'm just going like, huh? What? I actually thought it didn't go in, and then I sort of going, I was like, what's
by the
going
way, he's actually in my FPL team.
Is he really? Oh.
But he's on my bench. So.
Is he?
Anyway.
Leaf Lave's in mine, and that's not going
Oh,
well.
no. I had Davis and Delap in my team up.
Oh, that's not a good day for you.
Jeez.
Not a good day.
No.
It's not a good day for anyone, but overall, just a really poor performance. A wake-up call. We really need to now kick on from this. We had West Ham, we now have Everton. A game where we came into it like, this is going to be a big 6 points for us. We need to get a win on the board. It's not worked now. We've just now got to go to Brentford and just hope we can kick on from there and just, play Mari on the right. Sorry, I'm going to say it. Mari on the right. That's the only positive from this. A Mari on the right actually worked for me. Yeah. And I think you should stay there. Up the town.
Come on. I'm next one joined by, I don't know if you're making your debut, or maybe you have, maybe a long time ago, but I'm here with good old Jez. My friend, how are you?
I'm very good, my friend, even after today. So it is my debut, but not my debut with you, Ross.
No.
We go back a long way, as you know. But no, there's a couple of observations from today. I thought we were thoroughly outclassed.
Yes.
No complaints with the result. Yes. Everton were really exceptional, I will say. Our midfield was pretty much absent. No issues with that. A couple of issues I do have. Right, number one, Mr. Calvin Phillips. I'm sorry, what is the man doing in our... No, I'm actually going to point out, I say, not what is he doing in our football first team, what is he doing at our football club? So in another role I speak to Carlton Cole quite regularly, and he is fairly, he does a lot of things with West Ham. And he was at the game last week, and he said, I have never seen a first-team footballer so unfit for first-team action. Not saying he's a big guy or anything, because he looks quite live, but he said his movements and everything about him. He gave the ball away for, I think, West Ham's first goal last week. Today, he was just absent. So what I said to people around me, I would rather fail and go get relegated with Massimo Luongo in the side than I would.
Moment, but...
Yeah, that's a very good. Yeah, that's it. But I'm trying to think. I'd rather just anybody else than fail with Calvin Phillips, who isn't, to my mind, offering anything at the moment. He's being bypassed in all areas. Sam Morsey last season had Massimo, and they doubled up, and between them they got. I know it's EFL, it's very, very different. I know Sam is struggling to some extent, but the number of turnovers in central midfield today was outrageous. And this isn't me having a go at Kieran McKenna or the midfielders, anything. It's a step up in class, it is so stark. And I think, in a way, we played Everton 3 weeks too late. They were on a terrible run. They had this habit of going 2-0 up and then losing 3-2.
I was thinking today, is that going to happen today?
I know. Well, that's what I think. Mum might have said that to me earlier. Actually, yeah, she said, "Well, they have a habit," and I was like, "It just didn't have that feel, though, did it? It felt when they went 2-0 up, that was it." So that's first observation, Calvin Phillips. Not a complaint against Roy. I'll keep this nice and brief, so we've got much time. Second one, Sean Dyche. Disgrace, man. Honestly, I was sat in block H2, nice seat by my standards. I can't afford to sit there normally, but I had a luxury seat today. He was a few yards in front of me. Every single thing he was bending. He never got further from the fourth official than I am from you in his ear all day. There's one moment, 3 yards away, I can't remember the players involved, but one of his defenders scythed through one, I think it was Leif Davis actually.
Yes.
Scythed him. Absolute clear as day foul. Michael Oliver blows up, free kick. Sean, like this, arms up. I'm like, on what possible level are your arms going up? And do you know what it struck me as? It's like, you go into a workplace and you're a new person, and then you've got the old people, people who've been there a number of years, and they basically bully the staff around. It was honestly, I will go as far as to say he was bullying that fourth official. He never.
Darren Bond, I think it is.
Yeah. So I mean,
poor Darren.
I did feel sorry for Darren, but because, you know, Sean's got this prestige and he's like obviously managed so many games Premier League level, and he's obviously a bit of a hard man. Everyone kind of likes Sean if you're a neutral, but he pushed the envelope today. I actually so bad I couldn't watch anymore after 60 minutes. I went down and watched it on the TV screen because I was getting so angry with his antics. But anyway, maybe I'm just sour grapes. But anyway, Sean Dyche in the bin, Calvin Phillips in the bin, but Kieran McKenna, rest of the squad, no complaints. It's just so hard at the Premier League, isn't it? Bring back the EFL.
The final man joining me is good old K-Dog, all the way from Wales. That's just standard, just where you live, so surely you come from Wales. Well, a lot of thoughts on this one, my friend. I don't know what else you can say, but take it away.
Nothing I can say. No, it's just not good enough, is it?
No, it's not great.
Of
course, you were there at West Ham.
I was. I didn't think we could play that badly again, and yet we seem to have.
Yeah.
At home, you can't excuse it away from home. You certainly can't excuse it at home. It was just such an abject performance. Someone said to me 2 weeks ago against West Ham, it's the first time they'd felt really disappointed with the result. And I understand that. Today's the second time I feel really disappointed with the result.
Portman Road as well, you said.
What I don't understand is how we can go from competing toe-to-toe, essentially, with Liverpool for an hour in our first game in the Premier League. Then we get our new players in, they bed in. City, just write it off, away from home. We did all right, but it's what you expect. And then we should have beaten Fulham. We had the better chances towards the end of the game. Arguably, should have won at Brighton. Could have won at Brighton. I was actually shouldn't have won at Brighton. Could have won at Brighton.
Muric saved us a lot. We
could have. We could have gone either way. We competed, didn't we? We got a really, really good point against what was then a really good side. Southampton, we played well, got a point.
Thanks, Wolsey.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. And then against Villa, arguably should have won. Yeah. And then we go play so well against these top level Premier League sides, and we're confident that we're playing well. The results are going to come, and then we'll play 2 games in a row against teams that West Ham are a good decent Premier League side, and then against a team like Everton. I'm no disrespect to Everton, but they had a pretty poor start to the season. They're going to be in amongst the battle for relegation this season with us, as they are pretty much every season. Admittedly, obviously last year, if it wasn't for the points deduction, they'd have finished a lot higher. But it's just, I don't understand where you can go from the level we were at to then the level against this. It's almost like we're lowering ourselves to this level. After 5 minutes, after Jack Clark missed that miss, they'd missed a pretty golden chance in the first 2 minutes. We then went down the other end and missed another golden chance. But it could have been like 1-1 in the first 5 minutes. Sounds familiar. Yeah. And I said to the guys that this is not going to be a classic game of football. No. It was just 2 fairly poor sides playing a fairly poor game of football. And they were just slightly less poor than us. It's the lessons that we keep learning in this in this thing are that you have to take. No.
Oh, I thought you laughed and like. Anyway.
No, I was laughing at. I could just caught.
Liam from Crew's recording. What's he saying?
He shook his head because he thought I was going to say learning curve.
He said it.
I say, but not in a sentence.
Yes.
I could just see as I said the things to learn. You can see his head shaking. That made me laugh. I do apologise. Sorry. Yeah. We'll edit that bit out.
No, I'll keep it in.
Yeah. The individual silly mistakes are getting punished because both goals were individual errors that we've got to stamp out. But most of our goals that we've conceded, you look at and they are individual errors. And that you've got to take the chances presented to you because you're not going to get as many. We're not going to be a side that, like we were in the Championship, that would, and League One, that had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of chances, and our conversion rate is still fairly poor, but we have enough chances that we'll score enough goals. Premier League, we've got to be a lot more clinical and take the chances. Clark's horrendous, and I mean horrendous miss, was a gift. And if you can't score those in the Premier League, there aren't many chances you're going to score goals. And if you don't score goals, you don't win games.
That's my worry as well.
You don't score goals.
We're not getting.
The only person we're not getting many chances. Delap's the only one who looks like scoring. Yeah. He didn't have much service today. I love Delap. I think when he gets service, he's a great player, but he's not of the ilk that I've seen yet, where he's the sort of player who can just take the game of a scruff of the neck, like Morsey, Broadhead, Clark, that can just take. Not Clark, Taylor. I do apologise. Too many Jacks. But they can just take the game by the scruff of its neck and create something out of nothing. And we've always been a team that doesn't rely on our number 9 to score goals, because we sort of shared it around the 10s and the 9 and the 10s chip in. At the moment, it looks like our 9's going to score, and we don't score many that way. And it's a bit of a concern, isn't it? But
I've got one final question, then,
Go for
Kieran. Where is this first win going to come?
Well, I asked this rhetorically to a lot of people after the game. So where are we going to fight? Because obviously, what was they saying on the pod? You want 8 wins, ideally a minimum of 8 wins to stay up. I said, where are we going to get? I say, if we win today, where are we getting another 7 from?
Yeah.
Or where are we going to get our first one? Target Leicester, but they've won 3-2 away at Southampton. It's happened again, Russell Martin, today. So they were 2-0 down. They come back from 3-2, so they've got it in them to go and find wins. So you can't assume that it's a game you target, but you can't assume that they're going to come here and we're going to be able to beat them. Certainly on that performance. No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, because how many we get 19 home games in a league, and we've already played. Oh, okay, we've played 3 of the top half.
4.
Played 3 of the top half.
Yeah.
And Everton, but you can think Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Spurs. There's just 4 off the top of my head that.
I'll beat Man United, won't we?
Yeah. Well, okay. Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal. But just the teams like Brighton, just teams I can rattle off my hat. West Ham, after the way they turned us over last week. Okay, we're both poor, but however, they're teams that there are teams that competing for European places that you go. Man City, there we are. There's 5 straight off the bat that you go. We don't expect anything, let alone a point from them. So we're only 10 games left, 10 home games left that you might consider that we could win, and we need to win now 8 of them, or at least 6 of them, I would say, because we will get a couple of wins away from home, I would hope. But yeah, where is that win coming from? It's going to have to be Leicester, because Brentford next week, they'll win the world.
Tough one.
It'll be a tough game. They scored 5 again. Last time they played at home, 2 weeks ago, they scored 5 against Wolves.
Ooh.
They're a good side. They've been playing well this year. They're an upper mid-table side. So go and we've got a point there. I'd be happy. I'd have been happy, regardless. But
won't even leave the bus.
Yeah,
we'll take it now.
Can we just negotiate for a point next week? And everyone have a week off.
Yeah, shake hands, boom.
Yeah. I don't know. Genuinely don't know. We've got to win against Leicester now. Leicester becomes a must-win, because the longer it goes, it's a psychological thing more than anything else. Because the longer it goes that we don't win, the harder the less they will believe they can win, and then you get into the 3rd international break in November after the Spurs game, and if we haven't won by then, all of a sudden you're into late November, early December, and you haven't won a game. And your next game's Man United at home, and United haven't had
ladies and gentlemen. Long season.
And United haven't had a great start, but you would look at that most of the time and go, well, I'd take a point then. Liam thinks we'll beat Brentford.
Tomorrow, next week?
No, United beat Brentford.
United beat Brentford.
After being behind.
See, then.
Anyway, let's wrap up, my friend.
Sorry, Ross.
I know you got to go to the pub.
I have.
So enjoy that. You got a new top on as well.
Yeah, I do apologise. We never win when I wear a new top, so it's probably my fault. I'll take some responsibility.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Yeah, I'll take responsibility for that. I'm sorry.
That's right. But thanks for watching another game day. Hope that was a nice little counselling session for all of us. But
it's cathartic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good word. Brentford away next. See you there. Bye for now.